The thing is, I know there's no sound here, but I'd feel better if I had my headphones on. Okay, here we go. Why am I getting no matches? Am I just ugly? This guy.
This is not AI.
You got me like this, I've got you hurt. You got me looking, waiting for something. What's this?
This guy probably my most irrational fear. Okay, actually, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like people who do shit like this don't take themselves too seriously. You said there's big there are big churros. I might be invested. Not gonna lie. Okay, but anyways, I feel like people who say like who have hosts like they're not invested. Like I feel like they don't care if they don't get matches. Okay, I feel like this might be people who completely accepted the fact that they didn't get matches. You know what I mean? Gesture max on dating apps work only if you're good looking. I don't know. I mean, I feel like anything works if you're good looking. You know what I mean? Like that's just part of it overall. Okay, this where it's all censored. I was deleted, whatever. My bio, sure, he's a short and engaging bumble about me. No, wait. Nurse by day. I just want to see what it says. Nurse by day, spontaneous planner by night, fluent in sarcasm, medical lingo, and dreaming big. Let's swap stories over a good coffee or drink. Okay, so funny little GPT bio. But I'll tell you this right now, bro. I hate bios with a passion. I hate like bios where it's like you did that shit on purpose. Like you really like. I hate when it's clear that they're actually looking for something. You know what I mean? Like that's simply not something I want to witness. Like I don't want to see you try to achieve a relationship. Like I want you to be very unserious about it. Okay. You don't seem happy. Don't know why, but your eyes tell another story. I went who here or don't, bro. I feel like you should not have dual pictures, bro. And I think, look, I understand the fact. No, literally, Reddit people take dating apps way too serious. What's my bio? I think my bio was like, I think it was like new to the area and whatnot. And that was it. Like literally like one sentence. And before that, it was like waiting for Frank Ocean to drop. Just a little corny shit where it's like, okay, here's a bio to prove that I'm a real person. But like also, I don't give too much of a care. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, I'm gonna take my jacket off. Anti-hero Jordo, thanks for the follow. But no, like I feel like when you have multiple people, it gives too much of an opportunity to be like, okay, what if this person's more attractive than you and I kind of want them instead? I had a friend who used to do that, bro. Like he used to match with women and then be like, okay, who's your friend? 1 month in, 0 matches, what's wrong? He lives in a rural small town. Okay, like there's not much hope there. And I mean for the rural small town. Let's see. Why do people do this? Why do people put the internet in this position? You know what I'm saying? Like what? Like what are they supposed to say? Are they supposed to tell him like the unthinkable? Are you supposed to call him chopped? I don't know. I feel like it's small town syndrome mixed with maybe aesthetically not the best flicks. Really funny how naive people are on dating apps thinking it's a fair market. Yeah, like I don't, because I'm just like what do you really think is gonna happen? Okay, you unmatched after this. Hi, hey, how's your week been? Quiet, cool. So I'm curious as a twin. I'm looking at the size of these messages compared to each other, and I'm not into it. Like again, I feel like I've matched with people before where I'm like, oh, like hey, what's up? And then there's like a one word response, and then like I always give them another chance, but there's another one word response. Unless they're crazy bad, low-key let them go. And to be completely real with you, okay. But it was cool. I'm curious. As a point, have you ever switched places and pretended to be each other? Oh, I guess it depends on whether you're fraternal or identical. But the question stands, fraternal girl. So then that's a no. I'm a boy. She's a girl. Look, I'm gonna tell you this right now. I don't like when people are too serious on dating apps, but I also don't like when people are too jokey, bro. Like this shit is not like I'm telling you right now. Like this shit's not a game. This shit's not a game either. You know what I mean? Like I'm overall like not fucking with it. We're talking it's all good, boys. Okay, monogamy. Okay, if you ever 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, if you ever find yourself putting bullet points in here, you've already failed, bro. It's already too late. Okay, got a position open as a support person for all my court hearings and proceedings. I am on bail. No, I cannot stay night shirts. Oh, they're like dead ass. Shoot, thanks for the follow. I hate this app. Indefinitely banned from Snapchat. Y'all drive because I'm not allowed to do that either. No farmers or anyone who touches guns. I get randomly tested for residuals. This has to be a troll account. I promise it's not as bad as it sounds. 2, 5, and 6 are literally the standard bail restrictions. Don't judge me, please. I don't believe it. I don't believe this is a real person. Context. Hold up. I need the hot stuff, bro. They're kind of doing me dirty. Okay. Give me what, dude, best is always the worst fucking Reddit thing right now. Okay, give me hot. I thought they were gonna give me a time frame. Okay, whatever. We're hot. In a relationship, but boyfriend is currently incarcerated, looking for a bit of fun and entertainment. Okay, what do you think the morality behind cheating on a jailbird is? Because personally, I feel like if I was dating someone and they went to prison, actually, I remember I was talking to this young lady and she ended up going to prison for manslaughter. I didn't like.
This is not AI. This is not AI.
Lock it in beforehand. You know what I mean? I feel like I would simply have to be straight up like, hey, well, you're in there. Things are going to be happening. Like the concept of, like, the thing is, even, and things, if I went to prison, right, and I want someone to hold it down for me, of course, I feel like I would rather not have to deal with the pressure of someone possibly holding you down than not holding you down. Like, I'd rather think like, okay, they're single while I'm in there for however long. Like, I don't want to think about like, oh, like, are they actually holding it down? Are they not? Like, I feel like that drives your mind wild. How you find these people manslaughter. Okay, manslaughter, it's actually not that crazy. She hit someone with her car and they died. So it was kind of like whatever. Like it wasn't that deep. Okay, not having much success. I feel like my pictures are good. Is there anything off-putting? Okay, bet. Not the worst looking guy. So it's got to be the props. We're the same type of weird. If you randomly start talking a different accent, my British accent is unmatched. Come on, bro. What are we doing here? Agnostic, English, Arabic. Oh my gosh, music making guy. That's interesting. Straight. 5'11". Part of it. Hello. Went skydiving for the first time an hour after booking. This is most funny. Oh my God, I feel like I'm kind of bored. You're my best friend. Why is your best friend an elephant? My love language is physical touch and terrible puns. Like I feel like I'm just being lulled to sleep. Not getting any matches though here. I don't know. I just feel bored. But the thing is, I don't think you have to be too entertaining for things to work. You know what I'm saying? What's wrong with 5'11"? I mean, it's not 6 foot. That's the thing. And personally, I'm not the one saying that. I'm just saying from the outside perspective. I know how it goes. To give you fake likes one way, I've only had that for 4 hours. Now sometimes they be going like that. The frustration this causes me as a frugal gay in a small town. I'm telling you right now, guys. If you have Tinder and you see this right here, and you want to pay for Tinder Gold, I'm telling you right now, it is not worth it. Tinder Gold is not worth your time in any way, shape, or form. Not because you're going to be disappointed, even though, like, you got to realize there's going to be a good amount of people in here that are ugly, right? Just because naturally that's how Tinder works. Tinder doesn't have as strict of an algorithm as something like Hinge. The thing is, the people you see in there that are attractive that you want to message, there's going to be far too many. The numbers are going to be way too high. You're not going to be able to keep up. And then next thing you know, you're going to get through all the attraction ones, but you're not going to be able to follow up with your texts. And you're completely going to lose them. It's low-key shitty. If I would be bewildered by women, I want someone who beats me? What the fuck? I feel like I've seen some shit like this. Not like this, but like some shit where it's like, why would you even want that in a relationship? Like why are you pretending that's a thing? Friends, okay. Oh, wait, do they play chess? Or do they not? Wait, hold up. We'll do the symbols one, actually. Okay, no, I think they're just speculating. I don't think anyone actually knows. Long-term partner, my mom is dead, so you don't have to worry about replacing anyone. That goes hard. I'm not gonna lie, this. Would turn me on, bro. I need more people with dead parents in the rotation. I'm tired of people with their families. Lucky for your mom, I never worry about impressing anyone. Good for you. That's a unique response. I'll give you that. I bet she'd be proud. Wait, that's kind of hard. I'm kind of fucking with, bro. If you need Tinder Gold to get someone, it's not worth it. The thing is, I feel like people don't get Tinder Gold to get some. I feel like some people definitely do. But I'm trying to think. Me in particular, I got Tinder Gold because I was like, I want to know who all these hoes are. I was like, I want to see what's going on. You're so pretty. Thank you, B Minds. Oh, Minds? Oh yeah, no wonder you got hit in the face. Makes sense. Profile review. Why do they put us in these positions as a viewer? It's like, what do they want to hear? Exactly. That's my thing. I'm like, I wanted to see who was into me, but it just was never worth it. Okay, probably gaming or fishing. The thing is, I feel like fishing has such like a negative connotation on the internet. Why are we putting it in our bios? Like, cause I'm trying to think, bro. I don't know anything off top, but I feel like there are things that I could put in my bio on my account or whatever that would be massive red flags that I would just avoid putting. You know what I mean? Even cause say he could be a normal fisher, but like, they don't know that. I do not like bigger or thick girls. That's a lie you tell yourself. I don't need to live in your false reality. Bro, how much of a problem do you think him running into fat women was if like, he's got to put it here? Because the thing is, you can just not match with the fat women. Like, if it's really that big of a deal to you. Key to his heart is respect. I'm fucking dying. Bro, why? Okay. Let's see these. Oh, hell no. Fuck no, bro. Absolutely not. Okay, but let's look at these pictures. I'm not talking about looks. Too many pictures with other people. We don't need to see these other people, bro. Yeah, I feel like it should just be you in the mix. But what the hell? All pics from 2025, no filter. We don't need to know that. It's assumed that this is some shit you were doing recently, okay? I own an online business that allows me to pursue my real passion, medical research at U of T. I enjoy being active. You'll find me hitting 200. Do you know why I'm really against long bios? It's because, like, we actually genuinely don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like, this information is information that I'd want to know if we matched and like things are going well. It's like, okay, cool. Now I want to know that I'll find you hitting 200 BPM on the elliptical during your time. In the like that you like to travel and do all the jazz. I don't need to have any idea of who you are as a person from this bio, because even me reading it now, I'm not going to get it. I'm not going to know what kind of person you are other than you're the type of person to try too hard with a bio. Okay. First date wish list, drinks or coffee somewhere in the city, maybe a game of 2 truths and a lie, maybe some flirting. What do you mean maybe some flirting on a date? Life's too short. or to walk slow. See, this shit right here, like, I know I fucked with this one. I mean, I joked with this one, but like, this is fine, bro. Like, all this, like, I'll have like a one-liner, bro. Maybe a little pun. What are we talking about? What's my bio? I'm pretty sure my bio is like new to the area, literally. Like, I think on everyone it's like new to the area. Or, yeah, like, it's something like that. Regardless, I'm telling you, it is not more than 2 sentences. I can promise you that. 5'10", looking for a long-term partner. I'm telling you this right now. Who? I feel like there's no win. Oh, you know, okay, you know what's a red flag for me? Probably, I never put my relationship goals. But my thing is, I feel like long-term partner, I think like this, I feel like this scares away the hoes. Now, mind you, I know I'm saying it from the perspective of looking at, you know, Tinder or whatever dating app as like a casual thing. But I'm like, you can't be dead ass thinking about finding the love of your life on this dating app. Like, there's now can it happen? Yes. But you can't say that out loud. But on the other hand, short term makes it look like you just want hookups, which kind of makes you look like a bop, which I feel like would also scare people away. But I feel like I put nothing in. Or like, I don't know. Remains to be seen. What do I consider a good bio? Literally, a good bio, I think, is just anything really. I'm saying anything, but like, I'm probably gonna see something here that's shitty. But something that's like 1 to 2 sentences. Something that's not a fucking paragraph, bro. Like, I don't actually want to know more about you from your bio. Like, I want your bio to just be like, okay, like it's there, like it just exists. Like, I'd rather a bad bio be 1 sentence than a decent bio, which for one, this would just never be a decent bio, but like a decent bio that's like this long. You know what I'm saying? Open to monogamy. Okay. Yeah. God damn. Like, I don't see why people try so hard on dating apps. Like, just vibe. Okay, education bachelors. Don't want children. Okay, fine. But yeah, too wordy. Possibly you do is take the hobbits to Isengard. Don't understand the reference. God damn. Like, do niggas really just like get on here and be like, hey, tell me I'm ugly? Because the thing is, and I'm not saying, I can't even see bro's face for real. Like, obviously I didn't enlarge it. But my thing is, what do you think of my profile? I'm not getting any likes. And you're not even showing your, wait, does he show the? Yeah, bro, you're not even showing prompts. You're just showing pictures of yourself, bro. That's all people can tell you is that you're ugly. You know what I'm saying? Hold up, 1 second. Yeah, I don't know. The thing is, I feel like the concept of like the failure boyfriend or failure romantic love interest as a man can work sometimes, but I don't think I would risk putting it, me falling off a bull in the middle of my damn profile. I just don't know about it, to be completely real. Sarcastic, loyal, and big on meaningful conversations, looking for a LTR. Bro, oh my God, that maybe leads to the white picket friend's dream one day. See, now you come across as soft, and I don't mean soft as in you got to be some super hard and cold guy, but it's just like, wait, this is Tinder, right? It's Tinder or Hinge, one of the two. This is a place where you can literally put what you're looking for in the relationship in those bars like the other young lady did, bro. Like you don't, like I feel like it gives desperation when you put it in your bio that you're looking for a long-term relationship. I'm not gonna lie, I would advise not saying anything, and then when you match with somebody, hey, what are you looking for? That's when you can have that conversation if you are on that kind of shit. That's my dog Carl doing his thing, misspelling thing. I feel like it's not the move. Into late night chats, music, and laughing at dumb stuff that shouldn't be funny. Bonus points if you can banter me on random topics. See, and this is just boring. Bonus points if I feel like has never led to anything worth saying in a dating bio, to be real. But I feel like a lot of people go for it for some reason. Boosting gets you 10 times more views. Too bad 10 times 0 is still 0. Oh, goddamn. Poor guy. Is it that bad? Hold up. See, I can't even say anything. I can't. You know, oh my God. You know, I've seen some accounts like this, bro. I don't think on Tinder, but like I've seen accounts where people like very obviously put filters on their face. It's kind of crazy. Looking for a photo review. Photo review? Like that's just, you're asking people to tell you. Wait, hold on. I'd love to ask more questions, but are you... Wait. Oh, yes, the Zoom. I'd love to ask more questions, but are you more of a messenger or do you prefer in-person conversations? Message person. Okay. How do I feel about this question right here? Do people go on dates immediately after matching on dating apps? I feel like it's pretty crazy, not gonna lie. Like, is this them like asking for a date immediately? Like in theory? I kind of don't rock with that whatsoever. I feel like you gotta get to know them through the app. But I know that there are some people, I guess, that just expect a date straight off the dating app. But I don't know. I feel like it's not worth it. Okay, message person. Let's continue here for a bit. So, smiley face. Okay. I do find these apps tricky sometimes when trying to get to know someone or get a feel for their vibe. How long have you been living in Ireland? See, when you're first matching with someone, get rid of the fluff. This right here, all unnecessary. Because then... the thing is, I see the mental process right here. It does feel forced, okay? Let's continue here for a bit. And like, you're like, okay, fine, happy guy. And then you're talking about like, oh man, dating apps suck, which again, everyone agrees dating apps suck. You don't really have to instill that. But then you're thinking,
This is
oh
not
my God,
AI.
continue this conversation. I need to think of something to ask. So then you ask the question, but now you can't give the question too much fluff because you sent these messages and you don't want to feel like you're sending someone a book. You know what I'm saying? So it's easier to just have this question be fluffy than to put the fluff here and then feel like you have to shortchange the question. Okay, on and off. How are you on and off living in Ireland? Just look up Kalipeda. It looks very beautiful. I had Lithuania, has some nice coastal towns and cities. Klaipėda is one of them. Wait, hold up. Not coastal, but I love Trakai. That is trying too hard. Like this all feels forced. It was snowy and very quiet while I was there, but I'd like to see. You're getting singular sentences, right? And you're still deciding to double up. Okay, how many times? Long message right here to 2 words. Long message to 2 words. 3 message bubbles here. 2 1 message bubble. 2 message bubbles, which I think is fine. If you want to, again, like I feel like you get like, you can get to this point, you can double message again. To 1 message bubble. At this point, it's put up or shut up. At this point, you literally like have to look at yourself and be like, okay, what kind of person am I? And I think you need to be more comfortable with the concept that they might not want to continue the conversation.
AI.
Or the conversation being had is something.
Not AI.
That they might not want. You know what I mean? Like they might be more of a hookup person. They might be not in this situation, but they might be more of a date person. You know what I'm saying? Okay, not close by Love Trakai. It was snowy and very quiet while I was there. So actually, I haven't been to Trakai. It was very okay. At this point, I would have just asked this question. At this point, I don't know if I'd still be here, but it's like I would just ask this question, and then right here, okay, he messaged again, but like. After I used to right here, I would have stopped. I probably would have stopped here. Not gonna lie. Feedback, okay, bad. I'm not gonna. I love looking at the hinges the most. Like goal of mine is to go back to school and become a professor. Okay, it's not funny at all. It's not making me laugh. Okay, but group picture, unfortunately. First round's on me. If you're down for food and drinks at a board game pub. A board game pub? I don't know if you want the host to know that you're into that, to be completely honest. I'm a huge, see, again, there's nothing funny here. Like you're just straight up giving details about yourself. Okay, what university is this? And it's like, I feel like people are like, okay, well, you're supposed to give, cat. Okay, there's something there. But I don't know, I feel like people are like, you're supposed to give details about yourself, but like, you gotta have something. You gotta have something sarcastic, something satirical.
This is not AI.
Introducing Grammarly, like you've never seen before. Your all-in-one writing essential. This is Paraphraser, your go-to tool for writing that's sharp, clear, and ready for
One of
This is not AI.
The worst things you can do in life is crack someone that other people believe is ugly. Okay, just straight up. It's a nightmare situation if you ever end up in. And as someone who would like to consider myself a kraken of some sorts, sea monster. Crack. Yeah, I'm basically gonna tell you how to get through that. Because I'm not gonna lie, it has happened to me in my 23 years of living. Okay, it's a simple life experience. But first, I gotta tell you how to avoid it. Okay, first thing you should do to avoid it, and you're gonna think I'm joking, or you might know where I'm going with this. You gotta Google. Every now and then, you gotta Google. Because if you know this account, you know that I've always been very against gooning until recently. Okay, reason being, because again, like you hear all this stuff, it's like, oh man, like you want digital sheiks, bro? You're handling business with it? No, like that just, it doesn't seem right. But here's the thing, you know where that mindset got me? In the beds of a lot of people where I wish I wasn't in that bed. Where, I finish and I'm like, wait, why am I here? This is kind of scary. And I'll tell you something, that feeling right there, that I hope no one finds out about this, so much worse than a little bit of gooning, all right? But don't get it twisted. This is not me telling you to do it consistently by any means. What I'm saying is, when you need to find the difference between this is someone I want to spend time with, this is someone I genuinely want to crack, these are good cheeks, good clapping, versus I'm kind of just in the mood right now. I kind of just want to release. And look, I don't mean rub one out before you go on the link, okay? That would be silly of me to tell you. I mean, in general, okay, say you add 5 individuals, men or women, to your arsenal. You're like, oh, sweet, I'm going to start linking up with them. What I would advise you do first is have a little meeting session, get it out of your system, and then once you have that finished clarity, think, who do I actually want to see? Because look, I'm the last person to tell you that you have to want a relationship with these people. What I'm saying is, if you finish and you're like, yeah, I definitely still want to clap that person, that's a quality clap. However, if you finish and you're thinking about that person and you're like, yeah, I don't think I want to link up with that
can't link up with them. Okay, that's how you set yourself up for failure. If you end up linking up with that person, because that moment will tell you everything you need to know, and it will save you so much heartache. Okay, so much heartbreak. And I'll tell you, in those moments, there's no confusion. Okay, there's no like, should I, shouldn't I? Like, you know what? Like, if you're on the fence about someone, like, there's no like, I don't know. It's either yes or no, straight up, and then you go and handle business. But also, the thing is, part of it is also having multiple hoes. Okay, you can't have one option, because if you have one option and it's a chopped option, it's an undesirable option, then you're probably gonna end up going with that option. Like, there's gonna be a general undercurrent of like wanting novelty, of being like, you know what, like, I cracked this person like 2 days ago. Do I want to crack them again, or do I want this new person? Okay, but that, again, that's why you have to be very strict when you come to your conclusions about these people. Because do you really want to crack something, or should you be cracking just because it's something new? Okay, or just because this person's persistent? Which, God damn, that was my problem. Like, when I tell you back in the day, my initial rejection was actually I was about to say it was always good. It was always pretty weak, not gonna lie. Like, they would text me and I'd be like, okay, like, you can stick around. You can just be in the little, like, not even texting rotation, but like, you can have me on social media. Like, you can be there, you can be there. Then, like, you know, they would keep texting. And then, like, every once in a while, it'd be like, when I'm bored, I'd be like, oh, you said this thing, that was fun. But then they would keep trying to link up, and they would keep, and, you know, I'd be like, like, not tonight, I'm tired. Oh, I'm busy. Oh, I got something else. But they would keep trying. They'd keep trying. They'd be so persistent. They'd be like, you want to link up? You want to link up? You want to link up? And eventually I would cave. Okay, I would cave. And sometimes the person doing that, it would be a massive regret. Now, sometimes it would be a very pleasant surprise. So you win some, you lose some, but sometimes it would be regret. Okay, I'm trying to think off the top of my head. Off the top of my head, there's like, should I even give a number? But something feels wrong about giving a number. So off top, let's say 3. No, 3. I mean, technically 2, but like 3. But the thing is, like, one of them in particular I'm thinking of, there was no saving it because I was at the function. You know what I mean? Like, I was live, but I was like super sauced out of my mind. So I didn't understand. God damn, bro. I told y'all straight before I was at the party. Lady, we were talking to each other at the time, okay? But we were both at the same party. It was whatever. Like, me and her, we were talking to each other, but it wasn't like a thing. And then I was drunk, just ended up talking to this young lady at the party who was apparently was really ugly. And then the young lady I was talking to never wanted to talk to me again. Heartbreaking stuff. Point is, outside of me not drinking as much that day, that wasn't really avoidable, right? But the others, very much so, okay? And I could have solved it by
This is not AI.
the gooning issue. Even though at the time I would get sauced before I went on the link though. Which again, if you have to get sauced to go on a link, don't go on a link, man. It's not worth it. Okay, but anyways, my point is that's how you avoid it. Okay, you gotta avoid cracking the undesirable in the first place. But again, say it's already too late for you. Say you already cracked them. Okay, what do you do from this point moving forward? And this is something you gotta approach with because I think a lot of people, their go-to is pretend it never happened, hide it. The thing is, unfortunately, you can't do that. You know why? Because people are chatty. People love to talk. This, I guarantee you, this unattractive person that you cracked is going around being like, oh yeah, he hit. Oh yeah, she hit. Oh yeah, you know, they were inside. I let them inside, etc., etc. So that right there, obviously you have to hope that doesn't happen. Okay, but if it does happen, that's completely out of your control. What are you gonna do? Dude, there's some people who literally like try to unalive these people that they slept with because they have regrets. Okay, don't do that. Never, of course not. But the thing is, if they're gonna be so chatty about it, okay, you can't hide it. You can't conceal it. Okay, because like it would have to be like a joint tryst secret between you two. And the thing is, if you came to them and you were like, hey, can we not talk about the fact that we boned? Can we keep this between us? That could possibly make them angry, and then they'd erupt, you know, in flames, and then it would just be a much worse situation than it ever was initially. But things, you don't want to be bombarded by this, okay? You don't want people coming up to you being like, hey, like, you cracked so-and-so? Like, you don't want these people feeling like they have one over on you because they know that you slept with so-and-so. However, you can't go to the opposite end of the spectrum and start just shouting from the rooftops that you slept with this undesirable, because then, of course, that defeats the whole purpose. What you have to do is you have to play in a very sneaky middle ground, okay? You have to let people know that you've slept with people that you've regretted. And guess what? Guess who's engaging in that method right now? Me. And I'm not gonna, I do that all the time. You may not even notice, but in so many of my videos, like I'll just sprinkle in like, oh yeah,
I slept with a chopped person before, unfortunately. You know why? Because then if someone were to tell you like, oh my gosh, Bryce slept with this chopped person, you'd be like, oh, that was probably the one he was talking about. You know, we all make mistakes. Yeah, like, you know, you would trust me as a viewer. I mean, if you bring something up a specific amount of times, people are going to be convinced that it doesn't bother you straight up. Because I'll tell you right now, bro, personally, I cracked who I cracked. Okay. When I was in there, I was in there. It is what it is. Okay. But one thing I hate is when people, regardless of how much I care about something or don't care about something, I hate when people think they have something that I care about. So I'd be having to do that groundwork. And no, like literally, an example of that is the other day, someone left a comment on like one of my TikToks. They're like, oh, like, you know, like he's so much more mentally ill than like he wants to.
This is not AI.
You know what I saw on the psych ward, like the literal psych ward. Like I'm more mentally ill than I let up. Like, you know what I mean? It's like someone thinking that they have like some little secret over me, and that they're just like, oh, I know this. Like he doesn't want us to know this. Like he wouldn't want someone saying this right now. Like nigga, I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? It's the principle that you think I would care about something like that makes me give a damn. That makes me upset. So even with shit like that, I have to sprinkle it in. Okay, I have to sprinkle in that my father abandoned me. You know what I mean? Just anything, any weapon formed against me cannot prosper because I constantly sprinkle it in. I sprinkle in me being it's not even just a sprinkle with me being a manipulator, but it's like I'm like, oh, I manipulate people. Like I'll throw that in there. Okay, I be getting hit in the back, bro. I be having women in my behind. You know what I mean? So it's like most of the shit that y'all can muster up. You know what I mean? Like that's something that so easily someone could like try to throw and be like, oh my gosh, women hit you from the back, bro. They begin in there. People have put things inside your body, Bryce. Boom. That could be a mic drop for some people. You know what I mean? Even just at like an accusational level. Like even if like there was no way to confirm it, they're just like, hey, like you engage in like that could be something. But guess what? It can never be anything. All right. But you know why? Because I sprinkle it in from here and there, time to time. So I'm not gonna lie, truthfully, bro, if there's something that I genuinely don't like, that I don't like when it's brought up, I don't like talk,